The concept of a New World Order has been a topic of discussion and speculation for decades, with some believing it to be a sinister plot to control and oppress the masses. One of the most recent and prominent tools allegedly being used to achieve this goal is the propaganda surrounding global warming. The idea is that a small group of powerful individuals, often referred to as the Satanic New World Order, are using the threat of climate change to manipulate and deceive the public, ultimately leading to a loss of freedom and autonomy. Proponents of this theory argue that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming propaganda to create a sense of fear and agency, which can then be exploited to implement draconian policies and restrictions on individual liberty. They claim that the science behind climate change is being exaggerated or manipulated to support this agenda, and that the true intentions of the New World Order are to establish a one-world government with complete control over all aspects of society. One of the primary methods by which the Satanic New World Order is allegedly spreading its global warming propaganda is through the mainstream media. News outlets and media personalities are accused of perpetuating a biased and misleading narrative, often focusing on the most extreme and catastrophic predictions while ignoring or downplaying any evidence that contradicts the official story. This, it is claimed, creates a false sense of consensus and urgency, which can then be used to justify drastic measures to combat climate change. These measures, according to the theory, will ultimately lead to a loss of individual freedom and autonomy, as governments and international organizations impose strict regulations and controls on everything from energy consumption to personal transportation. The Satanic New World Order, it is alleged, will use the pretext of saving the planet to establish a totalitarian regime in which all aspects of life are controlled and monitored by a centralized authority. Furthermore, proponents of this theory argue that the global warming propaganda is also being used to promote a broader agenda of social and economic control. They claim that the emphasis on sustainable development, renewable energy, and reduced consumption is actually a Trojan horse for a radical transformation of the global economy, in which individual prosperity and freedom are sacrificed on the altar of environmentalism and collectivism. In addition, the Satanic New World Order is accused of using global warming propaganda to promote a culture of fear and guilt in which individuals are made to feel responsible for the alleged destruction of the planet. This, it is claimed, is a classic tactic of psychological manipulation, designed to break down the individual's sense of self-worth and autonomy, making them more susceptible to control and manipulation. Despite the lack of concrete evidence to support these claims, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming propaganda to oppress us has gained significant traction among certain segments of the population. Many people are genuinely concerned about the potential consequences of climate change and are eager to take action to reduce their carbon footprint and promote sustainability. However, others are more skeptical and believe that the threat of global warming is being exaggerated or manipulated for nefarious purposes. In conclusion, the idea that the Satanic New World Order is using global warming propaganda to oppress us is a complex and multifaceted topic, with proponents on both sides presenting compelling arguments. While there is no conclusive evidence to support the claim that a small group of powerful individuals is manipulating the science and media to promote a sinister agenda, it is clear that the issue of climate change has become a highly politicized and polarized topic, with many people feeling strongly about the need for action and others expressing skepticism and distrust. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to evaluate the evidence and make their own informed decision about the nature and extent of the threat posed by global warming and the motivations of those who are promoting it.